97.9 The Box is the Madd Hatta Morning Show. We've been waiting for this for a long time. Megan Thee Stallion is finally in the studio. She brought the CEO of the label, 1508, Carl Crawford, in the building. 1501, I'm sorry, 1501. 1508.
Hold on. I was like, who is that?
That's a million Samuel L. Jackson.
Like, wait a minute, I didn't know we changed the label, my brother. No, 1501. What does 1501 stand for anyway?
1501 is the address where I was born at, here in Houston.
All right.
Right in Fifth Ward, off
yeah.
Harder Street, so I just want to make it as authentic as possible.
All right, before we talk to the Stallion, I got a Jimbo, I know, because I'm sorry, Megan.
Megan Thee Stallion.
She walked in. That name ain't a lie, but Jimbo, let's talk baseball
let's
first.
talk, because Carl, you're from Houston, but you played for Tampa Bay, Los Angeles, and Boston. Do you still root for the Astros? That's a question for
Well,
you.
hey, I always root for the home team, no matter what. Even when I'm playing against the home team, I'm still got a little something in there that would like to see them win. But if we win, I'm always rooting for the home team. I'm just built like that.
I got to ask, since you were a hitter, who was the toughest pitcher you ever faced?
Toughest pitcher I ever faced probably gonna have to be Randy Johnson.
Okay.
Lefty. He throwing 98 miles per hour from the left side. I'm left-handed, so pretty much you just kind of close your eyes and swing.
And before we get to Megan, a tip for a lot of kids out there in athletics, tips for them trying to get be pros and to do their best.
Oh, just keep work at it every day. Make it your personal business. Just work every day hard to get better at something. Focus on it. Try to put a lot of the stuff that you don't need in your life out. And just get that tunnel vision and focus on your goal and work as hard as you can. That's my main thing.
Carl, you don't really see a lot of black kids getting into baseball. I don't. You see a lot of Dominicans, Hispanic brothers and sisters. What do you think that's due to?
I think it's just that, it's baseball is kind of like a little boring sometimes. So when I ask a lot of kids when they stop playing, it's usually like in high school, and it always had the same excuses like, oh, I got into it with the coach or something. Something was when they get to high school is something that kind of like make the black kids just stop playing for some reason, because it's fun in Little League, it's fun up to all the way till you get to high school, and then they stop, But for me, I just don't understand why. When they get to that level, I don't know if it's the coaching or if it's meant for you to if it's designed for you to make the black players stop, but for some reason right there, they just seem to just tail off,
And was that your game all the way through
baseball,
middle school, high school?
I played every sport, but even like with myself, I ended up quitting my team at some point for the same reason. So I understand a lot of the stories. So, when I hear the stories, I'm sorry, I'm getting lost right now, but when I hear the stories, I just have like a deep feeling to it, because I'm like, I went through the same thing. So why do people quit in high school? It's like you got to do something to tell yourself to keep going, go past whatever blocking you at that moment, and keep going, and just say, look, I'm gonna be a baseball player.
When did you decide to make that move? Then I promise, Megan, we're gonna get to you.
I'm good.
What, the baseball move?
Yeah. Like it's a major decision. A lot of times, because a lot of brothers they play different sports. They play football, they play basketball.
I came from nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I had a scholarship to go to Nebraska. This was in 1999. They was like #1 in the country. So I either had a choice to go play football or baseball. Well, they gave me $1 million signing bonus right out of high school. So that was
decision made.
That kind of made the decision for me. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just easy. I wanted to take care of my family and stuff like that. And that's what I think they like to keep from you. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you can make money out of high school like that, and so much of it. Because like a lot of people didn't even know. That I still was like in that situation. They just thought, oh, he just playing baseball, but not knowing I'm walking around the city. With $1 million.
Loaded.
But that's what it is, though. I think it's the money thing. I think it's so much money that you can make in baseball that they don't want you to know that secret right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
Didn't they give you Carl, $21 million to
Go on, count his money, Jimmy. Go on, count his money.
Did they give you
count
$21
it.
million one time to not play?
Yeah, they did, but it's because they didn't want me on that team no more. So it was time for me. When you start to get released to somebody like that, if they release you and you still owe that much money, that's when I knew it was time for me to retire and take it home, because you're not supposed to ever let a person go like that with that much money, unless they not being productive. You know what I'm saying?
Any regrets?
Nah, no regrets, because I played a full year and I played as hard as I could up to, I feel like I gave everything I had. My thing was I was getting hurt too much all the time, every day. It was getting hard to just function. So it wasn't no need for me to just keep going through that. I took it in stride and said, hey, I'm finna come back home. And
it was like 12 years you played though, right?
Yep.
That's a long career.
And then I played 9 years on turf, so that's the thing, you know. So, that's why my career, and I'm a speed guy. So my time is really like, you don't really last that long when you're in the league like that and you just pounding like the way I played.
So how'd you go from baseball to music?
Yep. That was the next question.
Well, I went to baseball to music because I always just had like a love for the culture, My man T. Ferris, I told him, all the years he was doing his little thing, and when we was in our 20s, we could have linked up then, but we probably would have gotten into too much trouble then. That's probably why we didn't link up. But for some reason, God brought us, into each other's path, you know what I'm saying? And I said, I'm going to start music. Who can I think of? I'm thinking around people, around the city, and my brother was like, T. Ferris, and I was like, yeah, that's right. It just instantly went off like, yeah, that's the move right there. So I called him up, hadn't talked to him, since we was kids and stuff like that, and bam, we just talked about it, drew up a plan, and here we are now.
Okay, Carl. So how does Megan fit into the picture? Because she seems, for a lot of people, it's gonna seem like she just came on the scene and she immediately had a hot record. But I always know there's more to the story than what everybody's just seeing now.
Well, Megan, she was already doing her thing a little bit on her own, and we was just getting started. And when T coming into the business, we looking at, and this was before Cardi B took off and everything like that. So we was just already saying like, yo, this girl stuff, something going on with it. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know what, but we just knew the girl thing was kind of.
You're right. I guess it is. It's a good time for female MCs, and there was a time when that was not the case. But right now, you're right. Yeah.
So I just badly got on Instagram probably about like a year and a half ago, and I just happened to be strolling down one of the girls' timeline, the Malaya. Hey Malaya, if we owe you big 1501 because. Had I not been just strolling, even on the internet, I wouldn't have never, came across her video freestyling. So I came across the video freestyling, and as soon as I saw it, I ran to T. I'm like, T, who is this girl right here? And he was like, he said, I think I know her people like that. And I say, well, sure. I say, well, look, I started showing him all the reasons why we needed to go find her. And, and he went, I think, what was it, Nitty?
Yeah,
he knew somebody that knew them. I mean, and he reeled it on in, and everything else is.
So that's the Carl Crawford story, the baseball player, and his first meeting with Megan Thee Stallion. All right, part one, Megan Thee Stallion. Who is Megan Thee Stallion? Where she come from?
Yes.
Talk to us I want to talk before the hit record, where she come from, what she started doing, and how do we get to where we are right now? And is Megan a stallion?
Megan is obviously the stallion. But so I'm from South Park. My mom was a rapper. Everybody know that, Hollywood. So just growing up.
She's told us and reminded us.
Just growing up and watching my mom in the studio, I'm like thinking, okay, this is normal. Everybody's mom is doing this. Like everybody's a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So it's just second nature to me. So I'm growing up, I'm listening to Pimp C, just UGK, Juicy J, my daddy playing 3-6 Mafia and everything. And I'm like, dang, this would sound real cool if a girl was saying this. So I'm just thinking I want to do this when I get older. But I don't even know why I was shy about it because I'm not a shy person. But when you're doing something new and you don't want to show it to your friends because you don't want anybody to judge you or be like, oh, don't do that. So I waited till I got to college to finally,
really?
Yes, I was a freshman.
Now, was your mom aware of your talent at this point? Your mom wasn't even aware? Really?
Nobody knew. So I was stealing her instrumentals and stuff, and I was writing in my room. I was stealing her her CDs because the DJs used to give her CDs with all the instrumentals and stuff on them.
Right.
So I would steal her CDs, and she'll be like, Megan, have you seen my CDs? And I'll be like, no, what are you talking about? I don't know. So eventually I went off to PV for my first year, and I was at this kickback, and all these dudes were rapping, and I was like, I can rap. And they was like, no, you can't. And I was like, oh, okay. So when it came my turn to rap, and everybody was like, oh. So my friend was like, Megan, we have to put you on YouTube. So I had made I did a freestyle over Show Enough. And then everybody on campus was going crazy, and they was like, okay, yeah, we know the Stallion as the rapper. They ain't know me for nothing else but rapping. So then I came home and I was like, Mama, I can rap. And she was like, no, you can't. And I was like, yes, I can.
So did you show her the picture or did you rap for her in
No,
person?
I rapped for her in person, and then I showed her the video, and she was like, oh, girl, no, you're not coming out until you're 21.
Oh,
Because
wow.
I was always talking crazy. So, yeah, so I didn't come out till...
So she heard your content.
yeah.
But she didn't like your content.
It's not that she didn't like it. She was she was shook. She was very shook. But I don't understand where the shookness came from because I grew up listening to PMC and 3 6
It's different when we listening to it. It's
Right.
All of a sudden when it's your baby though, like, wait a minute.
This is what I was soaking up as
Right,
all
right,
this
right,
game.
right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So, so this is what it came out to be musically. So I did like my first cipher in 2016. I'm 21, and I was 21. And I'm 23 now, but it was just crazy. Like, I didn't even think it was gonna go crazy how it did. It went viral. Everybody was like, oh my God, who is this girl? Blah, blah, blah. So then I did it again. And then they went even more crazy. So then I dropped the mixtape and
That's crazy. So I have to ask this because I know your mother is supportive, but I'm just curious how honestly how supportive was she initially to what you were doing? Because a lot of times it's always interesting to have a parent that did what you're now trying to do. Because they have these preconceived notions about, I don't want my child to go through this. I don't want her to deal with this. I don't like her content, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
At first, when I first told my mama I could rap, I don't think she was taking me seriously. Like, I don't think she thought it was something I was gonna really want to do. I just jumped up and I started going to the studio by myself. And when she saw that I was like taking the initiative to like go out and like, you know, really do this and pursue this, then she was like, okay, well, yeah, let me go ahead and step in because I see you doing a little too much. You got a little too much dip on your chip. Let me step in.
So she had to come in and start moderating that career.
Yeah.
I got you. Now, that brings me to the song that you have.
Uh-oh.
The song is called Big Ole Freak.
Yeah.
If any parents are in the room, they might want to leave now. Okay, no parents leave. So the song is called Big Ole Freak. So I said on the radio, I have to ask her when she come, is this song like a self-biography story? Is the song?
It has to be.
Jazz said it has to be.
Yeah. Like, Big Ole Freak, like, it's not just about being sexy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's about being confident and me being confident in my sexuality and other women not being scared.
Ooh,
of
y'all
being
have worked
confident
with
in
her.
their-
She
in
knows
their-
what to
in
say.
their confidence.
Oh, okay.
No, nobody
Media
has to
training.
No, nobody has to tell me
When I hear
anything
the
because
song,
I mean it.
I just when I hear the song, I'm thinking she said she's a big old freak. So I instantly, when I heard this, I said she got. Would you just play Rob? And then you had that beat that I was familiar with. Now, personally, as a male, I was very attuned to the record.
Yeah.
But you have to ask the question: is this person talking about self, or is this a variety of different people that you've been around and their sexuality in this song?
It's about me, and definitely I have a lot of friends who are exotic dancers. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
Y'all too much.
being at, going to see them at their place of work. Like, they definitely, inspire me to write a lot of things that I write. Like, I just love like seeing women do what they do. So
Say no more.
Wait,
Go on, Jazz, go on.
We gotta have a little freaky turn because
Okay.
What?
Should I push back, my
No,
friend?
be included. Be a part
Okay,
of this.
okay.
You can go first. Well,
No.
how about this?
Go, Jazz. I
What
can't
is
wait.
the freakiest thing that you've ever done?
Damn.
Relax. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry.
Oh, you what? Mama, she'll be okay because I wouldn't even like just kiss and tell, like, you know what I'm saying? So that is just my private business. But you can listen to my music and see how raw it can get.
Know.
Yeah.
I already know. What's one freaky thing that you wouldn't do? How about that? Let's just say
I don't think I would ever do anything in public.
you never have. Okay.
Jazz talks like she has.
She talking to me like I said something wrong.
You want to get on a
surprised.
remix or
needs an
something?
audience.
You need to get on a remix.
I'm just surprised.
Why are you
A
surprised?
lot of people do, have a little public.
Jazz would.
When I say public, I mean as far as like having an audience. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't do anything with people that can see me,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
She's like, oh yeah, well, not you say that.
Some non-freaky business.
Jazz is a big old freak.
Okay, tell me something.
I mean, that's why I'm like, what is the definition of a big old freak? Because I consider myself a freak, but I'm like, there has
Wait,
to be. There's levels to this. There's levels to this freakiness. Is there not?
this is supposed to be about her.
The song is called
Now
Big
I'm
Ol'
finding out that
Freak.
you're a freak.
Okay, look at you. You got his mouth watering.
Maybe we were talking about the wrong person the whole time,
No.
and we had the Big Ol' Freak right
Back
next
to
to us
business.
every day.
Back to the business.
Stallion?
Back to the
Little
business.
Stallion, yeah.
Now, when your mom heard what you were calling yourself, Stallion, was she surprised? Was because you kind of like putting yourself out there, like Megan Thee Stallion. Because I have to be honest, when I heard the name, I'm like, I wonder, because sometimes people give themselves names and then you're like, what kind of stallion? She's not a stallion. And then you walked in here and I was like, oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you're how tall? Because you're
I'm
very tall.
5'10", yeah.
'Cause we're almost eye to eye.
I got my heels on too.
Yeah, I'm
so
just saying,
tall,
but still.
yeah.
And and then there was a fight this morning.
guy.
No, listen, there was a fight this morning. There was a fight this morning about the word stallion. Right? Not everybody gonna act like they don't remember.
No, I was there.
But there was a fight about what's a stallion. Are you thick? Are you fat? Are you this? Are you that? So a whole discussion came. So did you know you were a stallion, or you were told so often that, man,
So my name on all social media has been Thee Stallion since like 2009. When I think I was in the 9th grade, and this guy, he was older, and he goes,
and then the interview turned.
he goes, dang, but you fine, you a stallion. I'm like, what is that? Like, I didn't know what it was, because I'm like 15. I never heard nobody say that before, so I had to go and I had to ask around. Like, I had to ask my uncle, like, what's a stallion? He was like, oh yeah, making that mean you like tall and fine. I was like, oh yeah, that is me. So, I changed my name on like everything to Thee Stallion. So I've been Thee Stallion since like high school. So,
do you feel like an object? Because I know when men see you, the honest to God truth is, because most men, you're not used to seeing a woman your height and built like you.
Okay.
I'm trying to be not mama in here, you know what I'm saying? But built like you. So do you ever feel like you an object because of this? And then your first single is.
well, see, men are objects to me. So like,
Boy, that media training has been awesome.
I'm not even thinking about what y'all thinking. Like, I'm coming in the room with y'all on my mind. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
like, me being sexy, like, I want to do that anyway. So, y'all's opinion, it's a little, sprinkles. Like, not even icing, it's the sprinkles on the cake.
Now, you're out the gate, Megan. You're out the gate. You already have a huge song. It's playing across the country. Do you feel pressure now? Because now, all of a sudden, it's like you jumped on the scene. And like I said before, you already seem to be a star. And, a lot of people, they're seeing Megan here now. They didn't see Megan when she was at PV doing whatever it was she was doing. So is there pressure now?
I feel like
you're out
I'm
the gate with a hit.
I feel like I'm just having fun. Like, I really enjoy writing music. I love rapping. So, like, as soon as I'm not having fun, like, and I start feeling pressure, then I don't even know if I want to continue to do it, because I feel like this isn't even a job to me, because this is what I genuinely like to do. So if I can just keep having fun making music, I feel like I'm just stay on the right path, because I don't feel like music should be pressure.
Correct me if I'm wrong, and this probably the label owner too. Didn't y'all sign a deal?
Yeah, with 300.
So again, this is an international or national artist now. You realize that this is not small. I mean, you're out the gate doing it major.
But this is what we asked for. This is everything we asked for.
I mean, literally, you're out the gate, major
we
from the start.
That this is gonna be a process. It ain't been.
And this is artist one for you, ain't it?
Yes, it ain't artist one, but this is the one that's
popped off. Right.
She's thriving. Like it took hard work to get here, so
Absolutely.
we're not worried about. Now we feel like if it's too easy, we might feel like something is wrong. That's how hard it's been for us. But it's just we expect nothing but grind and grit to come out of us, and we just take on any type of obstacles coming our way right now.
So is there an album on the way, or right now we just working the single and we want to see what happens? With the
I
single
keep
for right
calling
now?
everything mixtapes, and like they're not letting me call it mixtapes. Like Tina Snow, when I dropped that, I was like, yeah, this is my first mixtape. I want it to be a classic, blah, blah, blah.
Album.
When it came out, everybody was like, oh, this is the best album, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, well, I feel like album is very husband, like that's very committed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to be a mixtape.
Album
We're
is
dating.
commitment.
You know what I'm saying? A mixtape is like
Mixtape
we're
is like-
dating, we're getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I'm about to drop another mixtape. It's gonna be called Fever, and everybody's like, well, hold on, Megan, look, don't call it a mixtape because it might be an album. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just let y'all name my projects. I'm just calling them projects from now on.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm definitely working on a new project called Fever. You know, and I feel like it's gonna be, you know, super hot, super lit. It's my new persona. Well, it's not new to me, but new to y'all. Hot Girl Meg. So everybody got to know Tina Snow, but on this one, they're gonna get to know Hot Girl Meg. So it's gonna be real turned up, you know?
All right.
You have any more new videos coming out? I saw the one with Wale.
I do have a video coming out, but I'm not gonna tell you which one it is because I like surprises.
Ooh, I'm
I
glad
don't have
say
any more questions. You answered all my questions. I wanted to know if Megan truly was a stallion. Answered as soon as she walked in the room. So I have no more questions. This whole interview is about, I just wanted to meet Megan Thee Stallion. That's what this whole thing was about. I can't even lie. I want to meet her.
J-Mac don't have nothing to say?
No,
Mr. Put you on the spot at the gym.
Right.
Yeah, y'all did something.
Hey, what's up?
Did you see how he tried to play
No,
me?
I wish we had some instrumentals because I wanted to freestyle
Can we do a
against you, but we
freestyle?
don't have
I want
any
to freestyle.
instrumentals.
How we don't have
Against
Because
instrumentals?
she's a freestyle.
Yes.
He swear he won a battle.
Because I wanted to take, I took out her mom, or I could have took out her mom.
Oh, God, this guy.
I want to go to the family, down the family tree.
He's trying to wife up your mom right now.
I did not say that.
Say.
Took her out.
He tried
Leave
to say
Holly
he
out of
battling
this.
the whole family.
Okay.
Leave
One
Holly
by
out
one.
of this.
We don't have no instrumental?
Oh! For those that don't know, J-Mac had an artist years ago, and allegedly the fairy tale or the truth of the story goes is that J-Mac tried to have his artist take out Megan's mother.
No.
In the
That's
lyrical
just
battle.
that's just a rumor. Don't know if it's true. According to her mother, it's all true. I'll leave that there though. Megan, when you do the second single, feel free to come back. I really just wanted to meet you. Wanted to see Carl because
I will definitely be back.
So I'm happy for you. Oh, and my final question is: did you know that the song would take off the way it did? Because it instantly sounded like a hit when I heard it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like sometimes this sounds hurtful. Sometimes you know somebody has it the first time you hear it, and sometimes they don't. And sometimes they hit immediately, and you can't answer why God has rained on them, and to others they may have not. But when you first heard it, did you know like, oh, this is a banger for sure?
So the crazy thing about Big Ole Freak is the producer, Lil Ju, he from Dallas. He made the beat in 2016, and he never played the beat for anybody. When the day he met me, like he opened up the pack with that instrumental. He opened up the pack of instrumentals, and that was like the first one he played for me. And he never played the beat for nobody. And I was like, oh yeah, I want this. Give me this. And he was like, oh, well, okay. And I took it home. Like I really like to perfect my songs. So it like if it's something that I really got to think about, like I'm probably gonna take like a day or two on it to like really get it right. And I literally came in the studio like 2 days later and like just laid it down, and everybody was like, yeah, I like this. But I had another one named Cocky AF, and everybody really liked that one too. So like, so you know, we didn't know, like we didn't know which one was gonna be the one. But
So how'd
Big
y'all
Ole Freak,
decide?
the people decided for Big Ole
Because
Freak.
sometimes there's
Yeah.
a little bit of freak in everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody got some freak in them. I don't care who you are, you got some freak in you. So when they heard Big Ole Freak,
Do
they
you know
just,
J-Mac? I don't know if that's really true. I heard some things about J-Mac. I don't know.
He doesn't get freaky.
I don't believe it, because soon as she said something about being a freak, his mouth started watering.
Called out twice in the interview, J-Mac. And he's smiling a lot, not saying nothing. Got him again.
Got him.
All right, Megan Thee Stallion in the studio. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
y'all
We
for having
appreciate you.
me.